What's up guys, my name is Bruno Rodriguez and this is Flicking a Flash with today's review over Birds of Prey and Harley Quinn. So, in the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn. What the heck? This movie was directed by Cathy Yan and it stars Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. Now, Margot Robbie can act. She is such a good actress. I feel like in every single one of the roles she plays, she changes for the role. She's not really a typecast actress. And in this movie, she brings such a quirky, fun, weird energy to the movie, and it would not be the same without her. In my eyes, she is as Harley Quinn as Ryan Reynolds is to Deadpool. She fits perfectly into this role, completely makes it her own, and it's just amazing to watch. Her performance is super weird though, like the character itself, she is absolutely nuts and is really entertaining to watch. Definitely the best part about this movie, and honestly, it should just be called Harley Quinn. It is not really a Birds of Prey movie. As much as they are a part of the movie, they really take a backseat to Harley Quinn. She is the main character, she is what the story revolves around. And honestly good, because she is the best part of it by far. If she's on screen and she's got some funny dialogue, the movie just elevates. And that's not to take away from some other performances. The other Birds of Prey are fine, they just don't stand out like she does. Now the villain for this movie is played by Ewan McGregor, and his character is as crazy as Harley Quinn.
Woo! Who's having a good time?
Very, very off the chain. He gives a really creepy vibe that is also very different from any other villain we've seen. He's not just a copy of the Joker in that creepy way, he completely makes this character his own, and in that sense, he does a really good job with this performance. Now, the character itself of the villain, I don't love. I found it kind of just disturbing to watch at a lot of points, which I know is what the movie wanted, so I guess good job. But if I'm being completely honest, it did not really sit well with me. His motivations were there, I guess. He wanted the money and the power, and to get it, he had to go through Harley Quinn and the rest of the Birds of Prey. It's pretty much just that simple. I don't really want to get into the plot. I don't want to spoil anything, but I think the plot works really well being as simple as it is. Yeah, it does jump back and forth in time a little bit, but I really never got lost in it. It never brought me out of the experience, so I think they handled that very well. And like I said, the plot was very simple, and it definitely helped the movie. It wouldn't have helped to have a complex plot. If anything, it would have just taken you out of the movie. It's supposed to be a pretty simple, straightforward story told in a very flamboyant way. And what I mean by that is it's shot in a very distinguishable way. The movie popped with color, the sets were really creative, and it helped really make the atmospheres in which the fights take place. So in a technical aspect, the movie looked beautiful. It was shot really well. The cinematography was pretty good, actually. It had some really nice long shots that let you take in the action. And talking about the action, it had a lot of choreography. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that it was good, because I feel like a lot of choreography does not really mean good choreography. Good choreography, it's not supposed to seem acted or rehearsed, it's supposed to seem natural. And like, props to the actors for learning all this choreography, especially Margot Robbie. Her character does some really crazy stunts, filmed really well, but the action honestly lacked some realism. It seemed kind of fake in the way that characters were waiting for the other person to punch to do the move that they're supposed to do. So the choreography, as much as there was of it, wasn't necessarily good in my opinion. It was really trying to be John Wick in the way that they filmed the action, being very choreographed, very precise, and not that the actors did a bad job, but it didn't feel as realistic as I bet they wanted it to feel. Having said that, it completely beats the quick cut, shaky cam action where you know the actors aren't really doing anything. At least the actors tried, and they did a really good job, just not super realistic. The fights are just crazy, and they did kind of take me out of the experience. Like, you know when Black Widow is fighting a really big guy, you actually buy that she can take him down. The way that it's filmed and the way that she fights, you know that she's actually kicking butt. And in this movie, all the four females, you don't really buy that they can actually fight and beat up all of these guys. Also, on the topic of the action, it is gory. Like, it's R for a reason. Don't take your kids. They really took advantage of their R rating, and they went for some pretty gory stuff in regards to the action. Apart from all that, however, it's a very fun movie. It's quite enjoyable. Like I said, Harley Quinn just as a character is fun, and having her at the center just makes for an entertaining movie. She's an actual character. She's got a character arc, kind of, at the end. I don't really feel like it lived up to what they were trying to do. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'll leave it at that. But overall, I think it's a good addition to the DC films. I feel like they've kind of figured out what they need to do. They just have to give the directors some creativity and some room for them to do whatever they want to do, whatever story they want to tell in however way they want to tell it, without the studio interfering as much in the movie and pushing for whatever agenda they want. So overall, not a bad film. Not a film that's for me. I don't think I enjoyed it as much as many people will. But regardless, a pretty solid movie that I'm going to give a 3 out of 5 stars. Well, guys, that's all I have for this review. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to subscribe. Check out my latest videos, and as always, drop a like and drop in later.